wasn't finished. Look at my pots. Now I have to harvest these. Guys, don't make my mistake. Make sure you pay attention to your roots. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am T. I am living in New Orleans on 9B. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all, guess what I did? I pulled up my sweet peas from the root by accident. Yes, by accident. I was taking up cabbage that was infested with some pets. I don't know, some little worms, whatever it was. But whatever it was eating up at the cabbage leaves. And my peas just so happened to be next to those cabbages. The cabbage was a volunteer, and I just let it grow, because cabbage, it do attract pets like snails and stuff like that. So I didn't think none of it. I just let the cabbage grow. So this morning I just decided to pull it up because it was kind of growing thin, and I really didn't want cabbage back in that space anymore, because I wanted to put my cabbage in another location. So I decided to pull it up. So when I was pulling it up, guess what, y'all? I pulled up my peas with the cabbage. Can't you believe that? Oh my God. I was so livid, guy. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to show you guys a video of the pies I had left on the peas. And right now, I am about to plant more peas. I'm going to plant more peas because, guys, they was growing so beautiful. The leaves was pretty. I had more flowers blooming on it. Oh, my God. And it was going up the little trellis. I had two. One of the peas was going up the trellis. Looked like it died from the roots. I don't know why. But the one I pulled up accidentally, oh, my God. Yo, I made a boo-boo in my garden. All right. Those cabbages I just pulled out, they was infested with some type of insects. You see how it's all chewed up? Maybe it's little snails, but it was right here in this area, and my peas was right next to it. And what I did was I pulled up my peas from the roots, and they're over there. Wow, 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 wow. And look how good those peas look. Look at all my pots. I even have flowers coming up. They wasn't finished. Look at my pots. Now I have to harvest these. Guys, don't make my mistake. Make sure you pay attention to your roots. I didn't even realize my peas was right next to the cabbage that was infested with disease. So guys, please, if you don't want to make my mistake, pay attention to your roots. A whole pea trail, all my peas. Eventually they're gonna die because it's no roots. So now I have to harvest the ones I have, and I only have 1, 2, 3 pods, 4 pods. There's a pod right here. Don't make the mistake like I did. And to make matters worse, I had 2 peas growing up the trellis, and this one is dying. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe it was pulled from the roots over here too. You see how thin this is? So I have to start me some more peas, guys. I gotta start more peas. They was growing so beautifully up the trellis. Look how green that looks. So I gotta take my L, y'all. I gotta take my L. They was so pretty, but I got both, guys. I got them from Dollar Tree. They was 4 for $1, and I bought them early on in the season. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant me some more. I have my soil. It's okay. It's okay. We all make mistakes, you know. But man, y'all, them peas look good. They look good. I'm gonna show y'all a little clip of how good they look. But yes, this is my soil. I'm using potting mix. This potting mix, Miracle Grow. Y'all, I was just like, oh my God, but it's okay. It's okay. Y'all should have saw my face. I was like, oh my God. I'm not going to let that worry me, y'all. It's always something, Lord. It's always something, but I'm glad I have and I have 2 different variety of peas. This one, the Alaska pea. This one was the one I pulled up. And these sugar snaps, it's the one that was already dried out. So I have 2 different variety ones. So I'm going to go ahead and plant them in. And I guess I'll try to plant all these peas. I love me some peas, y'all. I love me some peas, and I was looking forward to them peas. I was. But hey. And when I planted those seeds, I only did two seeds each, and only one germinated each. So I was like, man, it was doing good. It was doing good until I messed it up. But these gonna do even better, y'all. These gonna do even better. Just don't make that mistake like I did. Oh my God, that was a huge mistake. That was one of T's moves. But it's okay. We gonna make it. We gonna fix it, and we gonna make it right. We gonna fix it, and we gonna make it right, y'all. And I'm glad y'all joining me today on my fixer-upper. My poor little peas, y'all. And I'm over here on my other video talking about Walmart, how they damage all their flowers and their seedlings and stuff. And look at me, I'm pulling it straight out the roots. Lord. I'm okay, y'all. It's just been a day, and it's been a journey. It's been a journey. Yes, it have. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna plant these peas in the ground, and we're gonna be all right. All right. I'm using these big cups, right? These are the I normally use these cups for a transplant because they're bigger, but y'all, I might not even have no time to transplant anything. I'll transplant. I'll put these. I'll leave the peas in this size cup right here, and I put them straight in the ground. It worked for me the last time, so I didn't have to up pot to a bigger. Like, say for instance, this is a small one and this is a big one. I didn't have to up pot the peas. I just put them directly inside of the soil in the ground. I mean, in my raised bed from this container. No up potting needed. Not for no peas. Needed for no peas. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put 2 in each. 1, 2, and I'm kind of separate them. Well, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and do 4. I'm gonna do 4 and 1. And see how they do. And which one the strongest, we gonna do what it do. We gonna do what it do, y'all. Yes. 1, 2. I don't know about y'all, but I love peas. I love sweet peas. And we gonna get these peas back in the ground, back growing up the trellis. Back on the trellis so we can harvest and it goes straight to the table. How about that? And we're gonna eat it. How about that? Yes, and we're gonna eat it and we're gonna enjoy it. How about that? All right, so I want to, okay, I'm gonna put 2 more. Well, I'm gonna do 4 on this side too. If they all germinate, I'll just have lots of peas. The more the merrier, the more the merrier. Push that down in that soil. Y'all see what I'm doing? Just push that straight down. Push it down and cover it up. Push it down and cover it up. All right, I have these for my peas. And I think that should be it. That's a good amount of peas for now. That's a good amount of peas for now. And these 2, I want to put collards. I'm gonna do some collards, y'all. These are old seeds, so I'm not too sure about this. This was last season, 12-24. So if it don't germinate, at least we tried. And it's not that many in here. So we're gonna just sprinkle that on the top. Sprinkle that on the top. Just like that there. They little seeds, so you don't have to cover it up too much. Just make sure you got a little soil on top, and that's enough. That should be enough. Whatever comes up, it comes up. Whatever don't, it don't. I'm just planting those collards and making sure we don't waste anything, y'all. Make sure we don't waste anything. Okay, that's the collards. And I also have cilantro. I'm gonna go ahead and do me some cilantro too, since I didn't have success with cilantro yet. I don't know. I planted cilantro and I put them inside of the little Dollar Tree little stackable containers. They came out a little bit and it died. It was brown. So I tried. I clipped the little leaves off and tried to survive it, but it didn't. It didn't want to cooperate. So ain't nothing I can do. But what I'm not gonna do is put them back in that stackable tray from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna put it when I get ready to transplant, because they was pretty when I transplanted them. It's just that it didn't want to do what it wanted to do. Well, it did do what it wanted to do. I guess it kill it. I ain't gonna kill it, but I am going to plant. Whoop, I already labeled them. I'm gonna do the cilantro in here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the cilantro. I'm gonna do 4. You don't have to cover it up. I kind of boxed them off in the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the cilantro. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put one in the middle, because we didn't do too well with the cilantro. And I love the smell of cilantro, and I love cilantro in sauce. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do some kale. this needs to be on the outside. I labeled it already. So I'm gonna cover this up. That was the tomatoes in there. Already in the ground. Put that like this. Yeah, the kale is old, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this kale. And I'll be putting all this in my new greenhouse coming next week. But for right now, it's going in my window. All right. These dwarf, like the short dwarf, blue curled. All right. Here's the kale. They're so little. So I'm gonna drop 2 in each hole. 1, 2. All right. That's the kale. Put some extra seeds back in there. That over there. And then we're also gonna do Swiss chalk. Look how beautiful those leaves is. I can't wait to see that. Swiss chalk. I heard they're good. So we're gonna try that in our salad. Oh, these seeds is a little bit bigger. See how those seeds is? All right. We're gonna do 4 in 1. Space them apart. All right, that's the Swiss chard. I can't wait to see how that look in the garden. And I do have another raised bed that I'm going to make under the shaded area. So it's going to be in a shaded area under a tree. So my kale and my Swiss chard and my cilantro won't get damaged by the sun when they do come up. Because kale and Swiss chard is salad, and they can't really stand like 5 hours, 6 hours of sun. You know, that's too much sun for them. Like watermelon need like 5, 9 hours of sun and stuff like that. But cilantro, kale, and my Swiss chard, we don't need that. And I'm gonna put these in the raised bed right under the tree, so they won't get damaged by the sun. Because baby, that sun is gonna be sunning for the summer, and baby, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot, y'all. Y'all ready for that sun? Y'all ready for the heat? Us gardeners, baby. I'm gonna have my hat on. You see this big blue hat right here? I'm gonna have this hat on, and I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be working, babe. I'm gonna be in that garden, honey. Hunty. All right. So y'all, we dropped a good amount of seeds. Look at that. We got the cilantro. We got the collards. The collards is old, and you know what? These collards is gonna go right in the same raised bed is these cilantros, Swiss chard, and kale. The kale gonna have to take like a little portion of the raised bed by itself because it's so big. Kales come out so big. And yeah, we're gonna, all this gonna be in one raised bed. My peas, let me label my peas so I won't get them mixed up. All these peas is gonna go right where I had my damaged peas, where I pulled it up at. They're gonna go right up the trellis, you know. And next time I will be careful. I ain't about to be pulling no food up by the roots. We can't be doing that, y'all. We can't be doing that. No. Peas, and today is the 2nd. See? We can't be doing that, y'all. We can't be wasting no food. Making mistakes and all that. But that's my first time doing that, y'all. And when I did it, I felt so bad. I felt so bad, y'all. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. We not gonna make that same mistake twice. That's what we not gonna do in 2025, baby. Make the same mistake twice. We not doing that. We not doing that. That's what we not gonna do. All right, that's more peas. More peas. I already put the date on this one, so I don't need to put the date on the rest of them. Peas. All right. All right, we got our kale, collards, Swiss chard, and our peas. Boom. And there you have it. There you have it, y'all. We dropped more seeds. You see how fast that was? You see how easy that was? We dropped more seeds, more food. We about to have more space too for that food. More food, more space. This gonna be a journey, y'all. And I want y'all to tune in every time I post. Make sure y'all hit that little bell, that little ding. Make sure y'all hit that bell so y'all won't miss my post. Y'all need to catch every glimpse of everything because I'm gonna be posting like probably every other day or at least 3 times a week. Put it like that. I'm gonna be posting 3 times a week. So hit that notification bell. I love y'all. I see y'all later on the next video. Peace. Oh, y'all, I almost forgot. I like to water at the bottom of my seedlings. I use the top of a 4 pan. This is the top of a 4 pan. And then I just water from the bottom.